Hello, everyone. If you can hear me, I welcome every single one of you from the English-speaking world, the Russian-speaking world, the Italian-speaking world, the Spanish-speaking world, and of course, the Hindi, Vietnam, and everyone else from Oman, UAE, Arab, everywhere you are from, it is my most humble welcome to every single one of you. I hope everyone has a wonderful Saturday today. And, it's 1st of August today. Am I right? Yes, and it's 8:01 at the moment in my area. So very auspicious numbers. 1st of August, new beginning. We started off with this wonderful um, yoga training by Dragus earlier and a wonderful team. And you know what? I am absolutely excited. If you are excited as me to know where the company is going, where we are moving forward, we have the wonderful transition that happened. We had the digital double has launched. The data mining process is absolutely smashing out there. And, Ugain, we officially saw the absolute wonderful training by Dragus and team. And today we have wow, an action-packed content. So before we get into the mood, my name is Harin Arun. If you don't know me, put a 9 on the chat. If you absolutely know me, then put all those 8s in the chat. I am the deputy head of the new investment department, a president representative of the leadership console, and I'm a top manager within our company in the short span of 3.5, 4 years. I'm a master prof in the Genius of Finance coach, member of the Journals for World Peace. I'm an investor, I'm an entrepreneur, and I've been in the Forex stock market game since 2009. Right, a little earlier than that, but yeah, it's a wonderful journey, which I'm really proud of. So yeah, yeah. So if I can have the next slide on the so our presenters can have it, we can move on. So what is prepared for today? What is the action packed content? We are going to now absolutely enlighten you with what has happened in July 2020. What are the things that we have done? What are the things that our company has manifested? And how many milestones that we have broken, so and taken a part of, so which is going to be awesome. There's going to be the project update for Genius of Finance, which I am absolutely excited to see, because Genius of Finance has been one close to my heart, and absolutely everyone in the company. We are really looking forward to see what the project updates for Genius of Finance is. Of course, data mining took a massive launch. We heard in these hot seat sessions by the wonderful Andrew Hawks and Neil Morrison and everyone else in the world. Data mining process is doing really well, guys, and I'm part of it. I'm proud to be part of it, and we're going to hear some project updates from that. Of course, we're going to have the project update for Ugain as well, and the wonderful Valentin Sokolnikov, the wonderful finance guy that we have. He's going to give you some numbers. He's going to show you the financial updates for our organization. There's going to be some promotions. Who's excited when we say promotions? If you're excited, then put 10 on the chat. Promotions, and there's going to be some fantastic news going to come from you coming for you. See, I'm really excited. I can't contain my words, guys. That's how excited I am, because this is one of those days I really look forward for. And of course, we're going to have the man himself, Andre Horato. He's going to come and throw some positive energy to everyone, with his meditation, and also with all those wonderful, exciting news from him. And of course, there's going to be Q&A as well. So who is ready to be immersed in today's program? If you are, then put me, M-E, or I, or ready, whatever. Okay, just put it out there. If we can have the next slide in every single chat room, that would be amazing. So now it's an absolute pleasure of mine to have this wonderful human being in front of you, which you see. He is the representative of the Presidential Council, president in the NEW Consumer Community Affiliate Program. He is the director for TNG New Australia, a wonderful certified trainer for Master Profi and Genius of Finance. And also, I would say he is an absolute leadership trainer, and he's a man who created by himself. And a sales and marketing specialist. Absolutely, I will vouch for that. He's a professional investor as well, entrepreneur, international speaker, and without all those accolades, I would proudly would say my big brother, Andrew Hawks. The floor is yours. Let's hear it from you. Thank you.
Hey, Aaron, thank you, bro. And you do me too much, mate. It's yeah. Hey, look, no, just you leave me speechless. It doesn't happen very often. Thanks you very much, guys. If you can all hear me, just give me a plus in the chat. If you can see me as well, I'm just about to change so I control the slides because I've got something going on here. So give me a second. Make sure I get this right. Let me know if you can still see the slides there in the, let me know in the chat. I'll just open that up so I can see it. Getting pluses. That's all good. Fantastic. Wow. Are you guys fired up? Are you guys ready? I'm just going to, I'm going to flick forward and then back for a second. Actually, no, I'm not. You've already seen that slide. You don't need to go. You don't need to see that any further. So guys, I'm not going to muck around too much tonight. I'm just going to go over and say, look at what happened in July, because to know where we're going, we need to know where we've been already this month, right? And it's been an action-packed month, guys. If you haven't been paying attention, there's been a lot going on, So if you guys can still see, fantastic. That's great. Again, thank you, Heron. So who's excited about what they saw on the U-Gain training just a little bit earlier this evening? Give me a 10 in the chat if you are fired up and ready to rock. Fantastic. 10s all around. I could sit and watch that roll through for hours. We haven't got hours, unfortunately, so I won't. Fired up and ready to rock. That's awesome, guys. Well, let's have a look at what happened in July, guys. It's been, guys, ladies, gentlemen, it's been no small feat at all what we have accomplished. So let's jump in and have a look. Now, guys, obviously, for anyone that did purchase VIP for the first time, there was a bonus there for those people of 350 CAU for those people who joined from the 1st to the 14th of July. But you know what? It didn't stop there. Come the 14th of July, or come the 15th of July, in fact, through to the 23rd, it was dropped back to 300, but it was still there for people, which was awesome. And then from the 24th to the 31st, it dropped back to 250. It had been 250. But you know what, guys? As we move into August, exciting things are happening. It's still available at 150 CAU. Now, if that's not something to celebrate, I don't know what is. This is a great time to be alive in our company with all of the things that are going on. You've got an incentive for people to enroll and become VIP. You've got the data mining doing what it's doing. We've got U-Gain that's coming very soon. We know what the roadmap looks like for the blockchain. Now is the time to be really pushing with our company, and I'm very, very excited about that. So just keep that in mind, guys, for people that are joining now, getting them into VIP, there's still some CAU available for them, so make the most of that. Now, there are 2 dates when you need to know when we talk about the grace period for the VIP club, and that is the 2nd of August and the 31st of August. Now, the first one you need to know because that's when the grace period officially was supposed to end, which is tomorrow, or if in New Zealand, it's now. The 2nd of August is when that grace period was supposed to end. That's the 3 months that are up. But because the company thinks, you know, it makes sense just to roll this out to the end of the month, the grace period has been extended for you until the 31st of August. So guys, if you're still on the fence, you've still got a couple of weeks to make a decision to get in there within the grace period and not get any penalizing, get penalized in any way. It's been a long day here, let me tell you. So give me a 5 if you think that's pretty good, ladies and gentlemen. Awesome, awesome, guys. Now, guys, of course, being inside that VIP club does get you access to all of the latest goodies. Okay, data mining is there for everyone right now, but once the digital doubles hits, it's only going to be for VIP members. And of course, you must be VIP to be able to be on the training for the rest of the U-Gain. Now, if you're excited tonight about what's going on there, you definitely need to join VIP if you haven't already. And guys, there'll be some statistics released about that tonight, I'm sure, that are incredibly exciting. You'll be going, this is awesome. And it really is. So let's move right along. Now, guys, I just want to congratulate those people who have rank advanced this month or this last month. A couple of them here that we've got, you can see the names up on the board. I'm not going to embarrass myself or by trying to pronounce them, because ladies and gentlemen, my pronunciation of these things is not that good. So I don't want to offend anyone either, but you can see the names there. These are the people that went through and got worked hard and increased their statuses in June. These are the people who went up to manager, I believe. So well done, guys. Congratulations to you all. And you can see, guys, through what is happening with our company, with the promotions that are going on, statuses and ranks are popping all over the place. So keep pushing. Of course, the express promotion is still running, ladies and gentlemen. You can still take full advantage of all of that as well. So definitely jump all over it. Okay, so the loyalty bonus. Now, this is probably a lot of people's favorite time of the month. Now, around the 6th or so of July, the loyalty bonus was accrued, and you can see there, if you want to have a look at what the coefficient was, you can see it's 0.0001809, carry on, yada, yada, yada. But you can use that, basically times that by the amount of CRU you have, and that would have been the loyalty payment that you got paid. Now, guys, remember that this payment is based upon the revenue the company does. So the better the company does in a month in the window, the better your loyalty payment will be. So if you'd like your loyalty payment to be just that little bit higher, that's cool. Let's start talking to some more people. That's as simple as it is, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, this is all prior to the profit bonus, and that'll be a different conversation entirely. But if you want that loyalty bonus to increase, then that is the way we need to do it. Let's get out. Let's share it with people. Of course, much, much easier now with data mining. So many different ways, right? Data mining, UGain coming up. So many different points of entry that you can use to enable to get people into this business. Education, if that's your thing, awesome. You can talk about how to become a sophisticated investor. Awesome, amazing. We can talk about how to generate leads, of course, with the data mining. And now we can show people how they can create a loyalty program in their business for very minimal out-of-pocket expense, let's be honest. So this is a very exciting time to be alive, guys, and we can increase that loyalty bonus as well. Hey, so guys, in case you didn't understand or didn't know, there's been some very, very cool things happening lately in Vietnam. The Vietnam Ancestral Global Day was recently held in Vietnam, and of course, we had some representatives there, Cam Nguyen, Lilido, Armand Moniacs, Olga Chantanel was there, of course, Christopher Fano, Dr. Lydia Oynham, and other new leaders from around the world as well. But guys, we won a prize there, and it's no small feat. And this is just a little photo to represent that. So well done to all those people that made that happen in Vietnam, all the leaders that are there. Big ups to you all. But guys, this is just one of the things that our company is doing. We're getting more and more visible, which is amazing to see. We've got a great marketing team that is going and cleaning the online. They're doing a lot of online reputation management, which is cleaning things up for us, which is awesome to see as well. We're going from strength to strength. And this month, the revenue this month, and I'm sure Andre will share it with you towards the end of the meeting, so make sure you stay plugged in, just shows that we are literally going from strength to strength once again, which is incredibly exciting. Yeah, I've got to pinch myself each and every day, and I'm sure you all do as well. So guys, as you know, the ethics department has been operational for a little bit of time now, and there's plenty going on in that space as well. So the chairperson of the Board of Ethics Department, Marafuga, I can't pronounce your last name, I'm so sorry, presented the summary webinar just a few weeks ago with the goals of the objectives of the department were announced. So guys, if you do have issues, of course, there is an email address where you can send whatever it is to. But let's make sure that we've thought about these things and we're taking things that really need to be seen. Obviously, we're all adults, so let's make sure that we get on top of that as well. But isn't it so good, guys? Just stop and think about this for a second. Isn't it so good that our company has put something together like this for the welfare of our partners so that they have a voice, so that they can bring this forward, so that if they do have any issues, they can say, hey, we probably need to have a look at this. I don't know of many other companies that do this. They usually just push people down the line. So I think this is amazing. Good initiative from our company. Well done, guys. And Ainsley has just put the email address in the chat in the English room if you guys want to see that there. Ethics Department at academyofprivateinvestment.com. It's also in your back office. You can see that date up there. That is the date that it was published in your newsfeed, so you will be able to go and find it there as well. Keeping in touch, guys. Now, I did say this a couple of weeks ago on the weekly news update as well. Always, we strive to create better communication channels. Now, the tried and tested is obviously email. In fact, the tried and tested is a newsletter that they used to mail out. Remember those days? Telegrams? No? Just me? Okay. So obviously there is email these days. Everybody does have an email address. So we're bringing back an email newsletter, which I think is absolutely outstanding. But guys, one thing to remember is that we do have official Telegram chats and WhatsApp chats as well that you can get updated in. Now, the newsletter might come out once or twice a week, yet with the Telegram chats, you're able to plug into them daily if you want to. They're pretty active. You can get questions. You have some interaction with people. So guys, definitely make the most of that. If you're not getting what you need from your upline, or if you're active upline, maybe they're busy. Okay, it's not because they don't want to talk to you most of the time. So just plug into those areas as well and get the best you can where you can. So there's been plenty going on inside, as we've said, of our data mining and the digital double space. I'm not going to steal too much of Andre's thunder because he's definitely got, these were the figures as of when these slides were put together, which was actually about 5 days ago. And we have mentioned this a couple of times, just this top figure you can see there. And of course, Dragos also mentioned it on the UGAIN webinar this evening. Nigh on 500,000 people we have now in that database, realistically from only 400 odd people that are doing the mining. So you saw we'd had about 1,600 licenses sold, and about 33% of those have been activated. So we've done incredibly well from that. And I know Andre's got more news to share with you about that. So make sure that you stay here and stay plugged in. It will be worth it, I promise. Of course, we launched that on the 18th of July, the second go round. There's going to be updated figures just a little bit later. Now, for those of you who have not seen yet, close to the 22nd of July, obviously you can see the date up there, there was a new account established. It was established in the Emirates, the new UAE. Now, this account does have a number of currencies that you can top up with: US dollar, euro, GBP, which is Great British pounds, and of course the Iraqi, no, not Iraqi, the Arab Emirate dinar. Sorry, apologies. Again, it's been a long day, which is especially important for our partners in the US and Europe. So you can top up in your local currency if you're US, euro, or in GBP as well. So guys, I think that's incredibly amazing. All you need to do is go to your wallet, top up, bank transfer, whole world, and find Emirates NBD there with the relevant currency code. Now, guys, this can take up to 3 days, so definitely put some planning in place when you do this. Don't do it today and expect it to be in your account tomorrow. So if you know there is something coming up, then give yourself a little bit of time. Of course, all of this can be done from the comfort of your home because you can do it all online and are encouraged to. So while we're on the subject of banks, guys, make sure that you don't go to banks and try and deposit cash or checks, because that raises flags, particularly if you're doing it in large amounts. That raises flags for the banking system, and automatically it puts a hold on the accounts. So it really slows things down for everyone, and that's not unique to our company. That's any company they do that with. So just be wary of that. Don't make cash deposits or check deposits. Do it online if you can. If you're going to deposit in cash, then please do it into your own account, and then transfer it online is going to be your best bet each and every time. So this was incredibly exciting, guys. Obviously, we extended the Golden Friday from just the 24-hour period, which is what it's meant to be, through to the end of the weekend. And this was due to a few funding issues and things like that. However, with Golden Friday last week, we did increase our revenue by over 40%. So congratulations to all of you who took advantage of that. And I know a lot of people did, which is amazing. Very, very cool. I don't know if there'll be another one. You might have to try and twist Andre's arm. The word is that there's probably not, but hey, who knows? Sometimes things change in the future. We were told there wasn't going to be one in July as well. So keep your eyes open, your ears to the ground, and see what happens in the space. But congratulations to everyone. That increase of revenue of over 40% is just phenomenal. All right, guys, that brings me to the end of mine. So I'm going to hand back to my very, very good friend, Mr. Harren Arun. You're in absolute capable hands right here. So Harren, if you are there, my friend, come on back out. And guys, it's been great to be here with you for this brief time this evening. I had 15 minutes. I've got 30 seconds to spare. So, maybe I could tell a joke. No, I won't, because I'm not very good at jokes. But guys, it's been amazing to be here with you all. I appreciate all the work you're doing, and I know all the leadership teams do as well. So keep it up. You're not alone. In fact, you are the backbone of the company. Without you, we wouldn't be here. So, just remember, you might say, well, I'm small. I don't have a big team. I don't do that much. Remember, it only takes a small spark to start a massive fire. And if you ever wonder about the size of something having an impact, then just imagine what a mosquito can do. He can take out a whole tribe of people. Anyway, guys, have an amazing night. Harren, come back out, my friend, and I'll hand over to you.
I am back. Not only the mosquito, but I also remember that an ant, which is the most hardworking insect in the world, also does a wonderful, wonderful job in. Imagine what an ant and a mosquito can do. I am absolutely amazed by a lot of things that happened in our organization this month. Last month. And wow, if you didn't know what happened, then put 1. If you know, every single thing that happened has actually put us forward to a wonderful August, then put 2. And wow, I am so surprised with all the things happening now. Without further ado, the next guest who's going to come here, if I can have the next slide on the presentation slide for every single country, that'd be great. And the next speaker is going to come is actually going to speak about Genius of Finance and the project updates. And this is very close to me because one of those advice that my father used to always give me, and in my journey in the finance world, financial literacy is the ability to make informed judgments, to make effective decisions regarding the use and management of money. The single biggest difference between financial success and financial failure is how well you manage your money. It's simple to master money. It's simple to master money. You simply must manage it. Those who master money are free to serve others and still mastered by it. So with that, if I can have the next slide, I am going to put you in the hands of a wonderful, wonderful person who has been taking this initiative to the next level. Tatiana Zorleva, a lifelong investor, master profit training graduate, and the project manager for the wonderful product that we have, Genius of Finance. I am humbled to invite you, Tatiana. The floor is yours, my friend.
Thank you very much, Harren. Thank you for your introduction. And I would like to welcome everyone to this meeting. Yes, the past months passed really fast. So yes, my name is Tatiana Zhuravleva. Harren already introduced me, so we're not gonna dwell on the previous slide. Yes, there were a lot of different developments over the last months. 2 weeks ago, we finally received the box version, the ready-to-play copies of our game printed in Russian. And of course, all of the staff in the Moscow office wanted to test play it, wanted to see how clear and how readable all the instructions and letters are, and how easy it's gonna be for the players to play that game. Because, previously we had a host who explained a lot of things to the players. Now the box has rules, and the players will have to read the rules themselves. We run a series of tests with the attendance of Andrei, Havratov, the author of the game, and also we invited our partners. We had our guys, data miners, play this game. We had marathon runners play this game. We had a Ghana Gold representative playing this game. So everything went with flying colors. Everyone enjoyed them. Enjoyed themselves. We played for 3 hours, and I don't think we even had enough printed cash that we had in the box, because all of the players were able to create their own considerable capitals, numbering several hundreds of millions of units, and they all achieved their dreams that they picked at the beginning of the game. In other words, the test run was a success. Now we launched the first batch of 2,000 copies in Russian to print, and in August we are going to receive all the games by 1,000 copies per week. Unfortunately, we had to postpone the launch because during the last reporting webinar, I promised you that we would launch the game in all of the languages, but we had to push the launch date a little bit back. And we decided to have the launch to the second half of launch. So why it happened? Because we tested our translations, double checked them for quality, because it is very important for us to have that game translated at a very high quality level. And when we had our translation and then submitted it for let's say quality control, we had a lot of feedback from our native speakers in different countries regarding the quality and the clarity of the game and rules. So what we did, we found native speakers, translators, who will translate from Russian, from the original language, into their own mother tongues. But we will, of course, be in control of all of those translations, and we will then submit the text to our simultaneous interpreters and our leaders as well. So we already have the final version of the board in English, and very soon we'll have the rest of the game in English as well. And very soon we will have all other languages double checked for quality as well. Also, we prepared EIPs for the sales of the game through the back office of the Academy of a Private Investor, and we will talk about it more during our next meeting. So here, by the way, on the slides, you can see the gameplay, the actual gameplay, the test run of this game that happened in our Moscow office. So what we plan for August. First of all, we are going to proofread the translation into all 9 languages, and I would like to thank all of our partners who got involved in this work for free, many of them. And I'm very grateful to all those people who control, monitor the translations and provide their feedback. Also, the next stage is the obtaining of patents. And we need to have those patents for all 10 languages, Russian plus 9 translations. In the Russian Federation, first, we're going to obtain the patents in the Russian Federation for us to be able to export the game into 35 countries. So in your back offices, you can make a purchase, and then we will use registered mail to send those games to you, or just post services, you know. So after we receive the patents in the Russian Federation, we are going to file the documents for the patents under the Madrid Agreement, which is recognized in most countries. And this will enable us in future, when we go to the next stage, when we open the franchise, to produce those games, to print those games in other countries. For now, we can do it only in Russia to produce the game. And as I said, we are going to start weekly shipments of 1,000 ready copies. And this will happen in the last 10 days of August. And we're going to ship our game into 35 countries worldwide. This is it as far as the board game version of the game is concerned. And now let me give you an update on the online version. So what we did, first, we described all the functional diagrams of the game screens and their interaction. And now we have the album of user interface layouts, and it has been submitted for approval. We went through the first stage of approval. We received some comments, and now we're addressing those comments. And I think this week we're going to end this stage, and then we'll move on to the development itself. So we're going to receive the demonstration of the test version, I think by the time of Eventy in October, but that was the original schedule. So we are within the time schedule as far as the online version is concerned. And on the next slide, I would like to show you the functionalities that the game is going to have. So here on the screen, you can see the gameplay itself. You can see that along the perimeter of your screen, we will have our circle of development and circle of success. So those are the spaces, the actual spaces on the board of the game, and you can see yourself and other players. At the same time, you will have the full analytics on your screen. You will see how much cash is available to you, what are your expenditures, what is your income, assets, liabilities. You will see your target goal that you need to achieve. And by clicking on each analytics, you will be able to see the dynamics, the trends of achievement. So by how much your capital has grown, what is the capitalization, and if there is any difficulty in understanding game terms, you will have an assistant that will, it's like an assistant that will bring up a glossary, like a dictionary of terms that might not be quite clear to you. So the game is going to be really amazing, I'm sure. And there are a lot of processes automated because we received feedbacks that on board game, it is when you play a board game, it is difficult to do the math. And they would like to have an accountant, a personal accountant, to do all the calculations instead of them. I am against such approach. I think every player has to do the math themselves and be able to keep their books, balance sheet themselves. But in online version, you will be able to have a electronic accountant who will do the math for you. So on the second on the slide, you can also see the back office of the player and the back office of the game itself. We will have game tokens. We are going to enable players to accumulate points, and then they can exchange those points for the Academy of the Private Investors training courses, or they can exchange them for fiat money too. So you will be able to receive certain bonuses by accumulating gameplay experience. Also, we are developing several subscriptions function options for the game. But let us tell you right away, the game is going to be free. And you will be able to play 10 times per month free. If you want to participate in tournaments or you would like to increase your rank, for example, get to the mentor level, it's like equal to the host of the game, a person who is ready to explain to other players the nuances and the subtleties of the game, etc. You will be able to do so too. So the game is really, really interesting. And when we were explaining it to the developers, we were very curious what will come of it. And we're waiting for the final results. And I think next month, when we have our next summary meeting, I will have things to share with you. So this is it from me, Harin. I would like to pass the floor back to you. Thank you very much for your attention. Take care and see you later.
Wow, Tatiana, thank you so much for that wonderful update, because I was waiting for what's happening in the Genius of Finance world, because I was certainly excited, and I can vouch for that. The development looks amazing. The team has played in Russia. Now I feel a little jealous that I couldn't have played it. How many of you feel that if you are given a chance to play that, you would be like you'll be all over it? So with that, guys, I am flabbergasted as well with the amount of development. See, it's not only one thing happening. There's so many things happening in our organization in parallel, which is absolutely wow. Okay, so with that, guys, if I can have the next slide, and in every single room, I'm going to introduce you the next wonderful speaker who is going to come and give you an update on the project, which is our flagship, one of the flagship products that we have, which is a data mining process. And with data mining, I am absolutely amazed at how well it's working. We had a slow, bumpy start, but what's happening now is it's absolutely smashing out there. And with data mining process, as we said, it is now effectively making the process of networking in our organization very easy. So before we go to the next speaker, please do all your thank yous for Tatiana for putting all the hard work. If we can have the next slide, that would be amazing. There is an obvious reason the world's most successful business leaders are also incredible at building relationships. I would argue that success in nearly every aspect of life comes down to your ability to build meaningful relationships, both personal and professional. So, with that, guys, Robert Kiyosaki once said, the richest people in the world look for and build networks. Everyone else looks for work. Let that marinate for a minute in your minds. So with that, guys, I'm going to pass on the floor to an absolute wonderful friend of mine, who's again one of the person I met during playing Genius of Finance in Minsk in one of the first tournaments. He is also the project manager for the data mining and the digital double process. Master Profi graduate, a wonderful, wonderful guy, wonderful person, and a very humble man. Boris Ojesa, the floor is yours, my friend.
Thank you very much, Harin. Thank you very much, Harin and Tatiana, for such a great update. Well, actually, I'm so excited that we jumped on the next stage, and definitely, there is a huge amount of the news has happened during the July. Yes, and even I started to implement as well such techniques as Andrew Hawks advised. So this is my first time I'm doing the webinar on standing still, so I can film on the ground. Yes, so let's give it up with an update regarding the data mining. Can we jump please to the next slide? And I will explain a little bit regarding what has happened in July. First of all, I would like to say that we have split this report into two parts. I'm going to share with you some of the organizational, but the numbers and statistics will be revealed to our society by our CEO, Andrei Havratov himself in the next half hour. So, ladies and gentlemen and dear partners, I want to say that from the 15th of June, we have presented and been online more than 23 presentations and webinars worldwide, including the hot seats and the other personal meetings as well. It was an absolutely an amazing marathon for me and for our partners. I know that Alexander Neymar, Dmitry Radkovich, and Dmitry Kochin, they're working as well very hard on that. And it's definitely that these guys are innovation engineers. I want to say as well that during the July, we have made 3 trainings on product activation and one on different, one on product and 2 on activation with more than 6,000 participants and our partners in these trainings. And this is actually for us, and I think as well a huge amount. And with the launch of data mining, we have discovered our weak circles in the communications, and this helps us and we take as an experience. As you know, we had a sales start postponed from the 15th July and postponed to the 18th of July due to some issues, and I will answer this question as well. What is regarding the referral commissions from the start of the sales on the 15th? As we get consulted with our data analytics and with Valentine, so we have a corridor up to the 15th August to close these questions and to resolve the commissions that should be done. actually. So yeah, there's been not so many refunds, so approximately a little bit over 100, but mostly of them are done already, and I'm really happy to help all the people as well personally. As we see, there is an there been yes some information revealed today already by Dragic himself during the U-Gain, some numbers. Yes, so we saw how many license is been sold, so I can tell. And overall, so it is sold over several thousand of licenses. Yes, and what we are now experiencing, it is an activation ratio of data mining process is approximately 33%. What does it mean? It actually means for us in the VIP club that our customers, they do purchase, but they either don't visit the training on activation, or otherwise don't watch the records. So actually, we do recommend you to find the recordings of it and go through the step by step to activate your license. So this will increase dramatically our numbers that are hidden behind the scene and actually will be revealed in soon. So I want to say that amount of mine contacts is really, really impressive, and actually it is growing every day. So if you have activated an account already, and you see that your account mining some between 5 to 15 contacts per day, please do not cry, because if you multiply it to the community, we're gonna see the huge number. So this is the one big game, and we're just starting in that. So about the referral commissions, I have said a little bit. So it will be sold out until the 15th of August. So regarding the support inquiries, yes, and it is a lot of them again within the activation, and but we have already passed over that point when we answering more than we are getting questions to our point. Yes, we have changed a little bit the strategy of answering the questions, and now we are going locally, having meetings with local leaders and with the local communities, as we've done this last week, especially for Spain and Italy. And really big thanks to you guys and the leaders. So we will continue with it and with the other countries as well. So the next week is coming as well in India, I know, and the Netherlands asked as well to make it like a personal Q&A session, so nobody will be forgiven or forgotten and or left over. So of course there is a new promotion and new data mining packs will be revealed today as well. And there is a lot of questions regarding the, yeah, data mining is good and cool, but when is the digital doubles are coming? So, you know, of course, everything is coming as the product of the line on the product by the Cube, but we are preparing a very exclusive product somewhere in the next months that will include more digital double part of it than in data mining. Yes, so this information will be revealed today as well. So from the information side, I would like to remind you that there is a great interview by Alexander Neymar, Dmitry Kochin, and Dmitry Radkovich made in the Moscow in the city. So far, it is translated in the 4 languages. So from Russian, English, Italian, and Spanish, and more languages to come. Look for it on our official channel. And if you like the science fiction and psychology reading books, so we remind you that on Medium, on medium.com as an information portal, you can read as well articles by Maria Karevskaya, the futurology artificial intelligence publicist that she is writing. And this is actually mind-blowing information, I would say, that what is artificial intelligence is. So ladies and gentlemen, my organizational part is coming to an end. I have only one slide, and thank you, Harin, and I will gladly to give the word to the next speaker and numbers will be revealed. So let's keep an intrigue and welcome to the next speaker.
Boris, thank you so much, brother. That was absolutely wonderful to hear from you with the updates from digital double and data mining process. If you guys are excited, Boris just said, I think it was hardly 30 to 40% people have only activated that. How many of you have actually purchased the data mining packs? If yes, then put one on the chat. How many of you have actually activated it? Put two on the chat. If you have purchased it and have not activated it, then put three on the chat. If you're still sitting on the bench and the fence, then put four on the chat. Let's see. Let's see how many people are actually excited. There's 700 people in the room. Of course, thank you, Boris, for your effortless and also your hard work that you have put in making this data mining process very smooth for everyone. And you know what? It's quite simple. I know a lot of my friends who got graduated in uni as computer professionals, specialists they call themselves. Um, 90, almost 70 to 80% of the time they sit in front of phones, and they, when they go and do IT support, the best thing to do is actually switch off the computer, shut it down, and come back to it, and that solves almost 80% of the problem. So with that, if you have a problem with the data mining process, it's very easy. Just delete it and restart it. So with that, guys, if I can have the next slide, that would be amazing, because we actually on schedule today. We're actually going really well. It's quite fast. So the next one is the star of the day, I would like to say, because they had a wonderful start today with almost 1,000 people attending the training for UGain. So I love this, guys. If you guys love this caption and the motto that we have given the whole UGain project, you gain with no pain. And if you agree with that, just put your pluses and accolades for the wonderful person who came up with this, and also this logo. It's very fresh, it's very flashy, it's very, it just takes me with surprise, and gives me a lot of happiness when I look at this. um, One of the things with the UGain process, the project update, if I can have the next slide, I'm going to invite this wonderful person. One thing about sales, one thing about innovation out there, learn from the mistakes of others. Okay, you can't live long enough to make them yourself. Always do your best. What you plant now, you will harvest later. Don't watch the clock, do what it does, keep going. All right. And to the only way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. So all these words that I've said actually fits this wonderful person who's in front of me, Dragos Stanshu, a wonderful man who I know, who actually said one or two of these things to me in multiple occasions. The member of the Presidential Council, a wonderful father, I would like to imply that. Amazing kids, an amazing wife, master profi certified coach, genius of finance, an entrepreneur by himself in Italy, a professional investor, entrepreneur, a wonderful motivational speaker, and also a brother of mine, a really good big brother of mine, Dragos Stanshu. The floor is yours, brother. And again, thank you so much for the wonderful training you did earlier today. It was absolutely mind blowing. The floor is yours. Come and enlighten us, brother.
Thank you, Harin, for this introduction and your words. I liked a lot what you said about myself and all your advice to our partners not to lose time and to learn on mistakes of others and use other people's experience. This is a golden piece of advice, like our UGain coin. This is an application of high class, and this morning we all got a chance to start our training course on this application. And I'd like to calm down all of you. Maybe you missed this training or your time zone is different, but this training session was recorded, and in back office you will find this recording, and all the VIP club members could actually take it. Next slide, please. Who can participate in YouGain training session? Who can get access to it? Look, I still feel this emotion and energy I gained through 2 hours conversation we had, this training session. I'm very excited that it is at this high level, and it's important for those people who have no business. And I'd like to tell you that you can always have a chance to move on, even if you believe yourself or treat yourself as an entrepreneur. And there is always something to learn. And I do join what Harin, Tatiana, Andrew, and all the others said. And I see the overall picture of our development. And I have a vision that all those products that are born now, they are linked between themselves. And I see this linkage. And I see that the genius of finance could be linked with our project as well. And it came up to my mind that all those entrepreneurs, we will propose YouGain application. We can, by talking to them, actually, who can be not a leader of their teams, but they are a dad of his family, and he may be actually interested in playing this game with his kids, and this way explain how the universe of business operates, the universe of entrepreneurs operates, train them in 8 rules of private investor, how to move on, how to increase their revenues, their capital, their assets, and therefore all this is linked, and our training is really important. And all those sessions we will provide under the YouGain project, it is accessible to all the VIP club members, and it is fully free. All those people believed in us. They believed in the company, in our community of loyal partners. And now this application will give you additional opportunities, and it is really meaningful and brings a lot of value and a great opportunity provided free of charge to all the members of the VIP club. And in your back office, please find there you have a notification, and in your back office you receive your emails as well, where you can find the links, invitation links to our training sessions, and you can see actually the recording of our webinars. Let's move on. Next slide, please. Our training will be provided in 7 languages. Can you imagine this? Because now we start working in 10 countries first at this stage of the preliminary launch. And we will work with Russian, English, Italian, Spanish, Hindi, Vietnamese, and Arabic languages. And once a week, approximately 3 hours long, 2-3 hours long. Today we had a 2-hour training session, and the initial trainings before the technical launch is on. There will be 4 sessions altogether. And I would encourage you to take the notes during our session, because after these 4 sessions, training sessions, we will provide you an authorization only to those of people who passed the relevant exams, and the examination will include those issues and questions and items discussed during our webinars, and all those who have the rank of consultant and above, or made a personal purchase of EIPs of a total of 1,000 units and above. And these are our 1,000 warriors who will be our first promoters, and they will propose these unique YouGain opportunities to them. And I'd like to come back to what Boris already said. Boris is at present our data mining project manager, and he announced these substantial figures, including the fact that these tools may help us to promote and facilitate the sales of the Genius of Finance and our YouGain project, and the digital doubles as well. And we will train the digital doubles to talk globally. And look, we grow up exponentially. We grow with you, you grow with us, and together, jointly, we build a new ecosystem, a community. We make earnings together thanks to our business, and then we will spend all our earnings in our restaurants, in our shops, stores, where the discounts are offered, in those facilities and businesses that will be a part of our global investment portfolio. We already shift to this new level. Thank you very much for your attention, and I do encourage you to take part in all the training sessions of our company. Bye-bye, and looking forward to seeing you next week.
Dragus, my brother, that was wonderful to hear for YouGain again. If you guys are, absolutely, very excited to hear the wonderful updates about YouGain, then put one on the chat. I also want to know that do you guys understand what is really going on here? Dragus actually mentioned the first project that we launched last month, which is the data mining process, has absolutely put us in front. It has put us in one milestone. We have achieved one big milestone. Now imagine when the data mining process helps the YouGain, and when the combination of that is going to create something magic. If you guys understand what the potential that we have here, then put 10 on the chat, because what I'm going to share with you guys now is quite interesting. And the person who's going to come after this, I know, Valentin, you didn't expect this, my friend, my brother. The time today, we're actually quite early. We're actually really chopping a lot of wasted time here, and we're actually absolutely on the ball because massive contents are coming out. And we're going to show you the financial reports for the month of July, and also some projections, and also some wonderful achievements done around the world, which I think you guys are going to absolutely be excited about. If you are, then I want you guys to welcome Valentin in the most grandeur way that you can. All right, Valentin Sokolnikov, the head of the Control and Analysis Department, a wonderful person, a very humble person, a very, a person who has a very, very good heart, and the willingness to learn, and the willingness to provide not only for himself and his wonderful partner, but everyone out there. He's a financial analyst. He served in the military. I absolutely know that. And he's a member of the Generals for World Peace Association. He's actually surprisingly, doing really well in the investing field, because he actually understands, and he's doing really well. He's a wonderful professional investor. He is going to do tremendous things moving forward. So with that, keep welcoming Valentine and be positive. And Valentine is one of the most hardworking person that I know in the company, and constantly very accurate with his numbers as well. So with that, Valentine Sokolnikov, my brother, the floor is yours. Come and enlighten us with the numbers.
Thank you, Harim. Thank you for this great introduction. My welcome to all you friends. And by using the scale of 1 to 10, please give me an indication of how well you can hear me. Great. Let's move on to the figures. As time is money, we all know this, and we won't delay our meeting. Let's move to the main idea. So the number of new signups, as you know, our business is the one which is educational business, and we have our own methodology, business model, which actually is a play of figures. The more people learn about our company, the faster we grow up. And let's have a look at these numbers. And this is as a proportion to the number of new registrations, and an increase in revenues and increase in our community. And it's an important factor. So number 10 is Costa Rica. A wave of applause to them, a new country in our top 10 of countries by the number of new signups. Maybe the number of registrations is not as high as in other countries, but 119 new signups, and this is over 23% increase. And there is the proportional increase in revenues. So 2.5 higher, this is an increase in revenues. Costa Rica, hooray. Number 9 is the US with an increase of 27% and the increase in revenues by over 40%. And you see this coincidence as well. The more people learn about our company, our business, the more skyrocket growth we have. Number 8 is Russia. I'm very pleased to see Russia number 8, because last month, as we know, Russia was not in top 10 by the revenues, whereas now we are growing. Russia is growing in the number of new registrations and in the number of revenues and sales. Number 7 is Indonesia. You are great, guys. But last time we said that there should be follow-up feedback as well. This is what was missing, these follow-up phones and follow-up events to be able to share the details about our companies. And now Indonesia is number 7, and we see an increase in sales by over 105%, meaning that in revenues, in sales, it's doubled compared to the last month. Number 6 is Peru. Peru, as one of the few countries of South America, which last year started to become one of our leaders, and the number of new registrations in Peru in July is 1,429, which is an increase of over 43%. And the same applies to an increase in sales by 104%. So it doubled. Hooray, guys. Number 5 is Ecuador. This is another country from South America, and Ecuador has never before showed this performance like Peru, but we see that they keep up and show a higher percentage in the number of new registrations and an increase in direct sales. This is the play of figures. The more people learn about the company, the more people make positive decisions. But we offer unique opportunities for everyone. And it's like a very delicious piece of cake, and the increase of sales is over 191%, almost 4 times higher than last month. India is number 4, namaste. So in India, there were 12,574 new registrations, and India is growing continuously in registrations, in revenues, over 56% growth in registrations and over 87% increase in sales. India is the country where last event took place, and we all see the results. That event was incredible, and we see the tangible results of the hard work. And for all the participating countries, actually India could be viewed as a role model. If you'd like to be our leaders, to be in top 10 and to show as high result as India, and actually there is this skyrocket growth in India, and this is because of the efforts of leaders, because of their business and the system they arranged there. Number 3 is Colombia. Guys, you are great. So Colombia is in top 3, and it is another country from South America with the skyrocket growth since they joined mid last year. And actually, I believe that South America quite soon would become our leader. And we see the number of new registrations, 1,524, with an increase in registration of over 67% and an increase in sales of over 160%. Salvador is another country from South America, and quite soon South America will be in all 10 ranks of top 10. And there are some reasons and grounds. Yes, the number of new registrations is 144, and there is an increase in the number of registration by twofold and an increase in sales by over 100%, whereas the first one is Nepal. Guys, you are great. This month, you were the best in the number of new registrations. Nepal, for you to understand that it is quite difficult for them to top up their back offices. They have very peculiar banking system, and not all the cards support Visa and MasterCard and cryptocurrency. But nonetheless, business is growing, and we see 674 new registrations, which makes up the growth of over 174%. And the same, actually, it impacts the increase in sales. Again, this is a law. The more people learn about our company, the more new registrations we have. Guys, a wave of applause to you. Next slide, please, where we will see the revenues, the sales in July 2020. Number 10 is Russia. I'm really excited to see that some of the countries are in top 10. Sometimes they may leave this top 10. In this case, we see that actually Kazakhstan actually left and New Zealand left this top 10, but Russia is back again, and it has the revenues of 251,000 with the growth of 112%. In Russia, there is an increase in the number of new registrations and revenues. Colombia is number 9, increase in new registrations and in revenues. The revenues is 269,000. Netherlands. The Netherlands, as you remember, quite recently, 3 months ago, it was the country which showed off a large increase in sales, but they were not in top 10. But now it's number 8, and my applause to all the leaders of the Netherlands who develop business there, who make presentations, make rendezvous. We see an increase in sales by 109%. Peru, as I said before, from South America, they show up incredible work in number of new sign-ups and sales, and there is an increase in sales by 104%. Italy, number 6, Viva Italia, Italia, as they say. And Italy for a long time has been our top leader in sales in our company, and we see 80% growth. Italy, you are great, but you can even better. I remember the dates when Italy was top 1 in sales. Oman is number 5. You are great, guys, our leaders from Oman. My applause to you and top 5 of countries in sales. And we see that in Oman, there is sales growth by 135%. And this is the country with the revenues over 600,000 a month. You are awesome, but we do know that you could actually perform even better. There we have top leaders, very powerful leaders with a lot of prospects and potential. Number 4 is Vietnam, and there is 39% growth in sales. Yes, we see that the growth is not as high as in Oman, but we do know that Vietnam for a long time has been our leaders and in top 5, and Vietnam is the country which recently showed top results in registrations. Registrations means sale, registrations sale. And number 3 is Australia. Hooray, guys, you are awesome, you are excellent. It's late evening there now, but nonetheless, we see the 35% growth compared to the previous months, and Australia already hit the revenues of over 844,000. A wave of applause, guys, to all of you. Number 2 is the USA. The United States of America has over 40% growth compared to the last month. And we are sure that the US is closing to the revenues of 1 million a month. And actually, it shows a growth in registration. There is over 30% growth compared to June and in sales as well. And number 1 is India. Guys, congratulations, namaste. As you all and we all say, the figures speak for themselves. India grow both in new registrations and revenues. 87% growth in sales compared to June, and it is over 1.7 million units a month. Dear friends, I call upon all other countries. I could sum up. India is in the lead almost twice. Compared to the US, that is number 2. India can become the country who will never catch up with. But at the same time, you all enjoy the opportunity to become our top leaders, and everything is in your hands. And you will learn about our plans. Andrei Havratov will actually share with you our expectations and plan, and 1.7 million units is not actually the end. And here in this slide, this is our investment portfolio investments, which is available to the VIP Club members, makes up 61,823,222. But more details about our VIP Club and the global investment portfolio, these details will be shared at the closed meeting where you will learn insider information. And now let's move on to another slide. This is the portfolio value, which is already 474,759,618 units. Guys, you can actually make some noise because this is our shared achievement. Yes, our portfolio could grow or decrease. There are some actually segments that are dependent on the international indicators and the stock market, but this month there was a growth. But again, we will share all the details at our closed meeting for the VIP club members. And some more things about our figures. Next slide, please, where you can see our fund's performance in July 2020. The sales under crypto unit program makes up 9,134,493 units. Friends, you can make the noise. This is a tremendous achievement. And by the way, this year we hit the records in sales, 9 million. So we are still missing, and it would be 10 million. So the money sent to our settlement accounts is 5,642,521 units. Number of new registrations, 45,259 new people combined. Number of clients who paid for EIPs is 22,314 people. And look, the number of new clients who paid for EIPs and those registered in July is 6,320. If you pick up a calculator and do some math, it will be almost 14% growth generated by new registrations. So figures speak for themselves. This is the fact. All the people who learn about our business, 14% of them actually sign up and make the first purchase the same month. Out of 10 persons, out of 100 persons, 14 will sign up and make a purchase. Moreover, we see our revenues, our plans, our goals. They will be detailed by Andrei Havratov. Our intentions, the market, and our plans are ambitious and big. And most interestingly, it is all realistic. The amount of bonuses under the marketing plan, the partnership program, which are paid out to our partners for the promotion of the business, is 3,408,615 units allocated to the partner networks. 3.5 million units received by our partners to their wallets. Great, cool, wow, guys. It is 3.4 million units you can withdraw if you are self-employed or sole proprietor. And in case you have a bank card, you can withdraw it to your bank card or exchange it into cryptocurrency. This is the money we earned. And moreover, quite soon we will connect the withdrawal to Visa and MasterCard in US dollars and euro, and in hryvnia for Ukraine to be able to withdraw into their cards. We have the processing company which supports this service, and we are. So this is our plan, but the details will be shared at our closed club. Loyalty program bonus is 8,571,343 units. How do we calculate loyalty program bonus? Our revenues and 10% of the total revenues to avoid any misunderstanding. So there is the data mining product sales. Data mining is sales do not include loyalty program bonus because this is a product which is sold. We do not make money, but there is our marketing plan attached, and the bonus under the loyalty program is 8,571,000. In any case, in any time, it is twofold higher than last month. And I'd like to, in the end, thank you all. wish you good health, good spirits, being wealthy and rich, and encourage you to attend our closed meeting for the VIP club members. And I hand over to Harin Arun, an amazing guy, and I like the way he is actually his statements he makes. Listen to Harin, and he is a great motivational speaker. Harin, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Dennis. I mean, my bad. Thank you, Valentine. Thank you, Valentine. I was blown away from what the numbers you have shown. See, that's why I even forgot your name. My bad. Sorry. But yeah, Valentine, that numbers were amazing, my brother. And as you can see, wow, we are just a few $100,000 shy from 10 million. I think next month and the month leading to Eventi would be wonderful. Think about it, guys. If you really think we can achieve the 10 million benchmark and beyond, then put 10 million on the chat, because we definitely want to see how motivated our wonderful partners are. And of course, you're going to know, we're actually setting a big benchmark here, and we're doing really, really well. So I'm going to take this opportunity not only to thank everyone in this organization, but the wonderful translators are working tirelessly today. So thank you, Olia, Alicia, Roxana, Sasha, Sergey, Pavel, Sakshi, Harmeet, and of course our wonderful Dennis too. And the next person who's going to come, I think you guys are ready for him. If I can have the next slide in every single room, that would be amazing. He's one of the person who has shown me that he is a wonderful, wonderful leader. If your actions inspire others to dream more and learn more and to do more, it would actually inspire you to become more. So again, the news and promotions and also the wonderful update is going to be presented none other than a wonderful CEO. If we can have the next slide, that would be great. For me to officially welcome him in the nicest manner. I have the wonderful opportunity to get to know him and work with him in this past couple of years. And one of the things that he actually inspired me to do is to not follow where the path may lead, but go instead where there is no path and live a new trail. And he is a wonderful leader that I believe that he absolutely understands, knows everything and how the system works, but he is ready to listen to the new person that is brought in. A wonderful leader is a person who actually gives confidence to the new guy and actually inspire him to do more. And you know what? Leaders instill in their people a hope for success and belief in themselves. Positive leaders empower people to accomplish their goals, and you can do even more better. The very essence of leadership is that you have a vision, and I have not seen anybody else that has a bigger vision than Andre Horato himself. So please welcome our CEO, Andre Horato, the CEO of the New Consumer Society. And as I said, a total visionary of our time, a wonderful, positive leader. Sir, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Harin. If it were the meeting was offline, I would run onto the stage. I would shout out and ask you, how are you guys? But I will do it from here. How are you guys? Can you hear me? If you're okay, if you can hear and see me well, give me a 10 in the chat, okay? Now, I'm quite surprised. It has been what? 2 hours and a half, 1 hour and a half, 1 hour and a half. And we've went through so much, because I don't want those meetings to be very lengthy. We will try to make really short presentations for 15-20 minutes, not to keep people for a long time with boring numbers and stuff. But let me teach you one thing. When I ask you how are you, you should reply better and better, okay? Or either write it or say it to yourselves, okay? Better and better. That's the answer that you need to give when someone asks you, how are you? and that's how it's gonna be. So guys, I wasn't really planning to speak today, but I couldn't but, because I enjoy once a month to attend the summary meetings, because some of the work that we have every day, that we have to do every day, it tires you out. And I'm not really a big fan of routine work, yet I have to do it. So once a month we get together, we celebrate our victories, and I see we have lots of new things happening and in store for us. Nobody knows whether we're going to come out of this recession, and don't mean our company, I mean the entire planet and the global population. They are opening borders, they're closing borders, but we are growing, we are prospering, and we have now quite strong plans for August, because I have a assumption that on the 18th of August, the market can plummet again. And there are lots of market signals. And for example, gold touched on the $2,000 mark. In 2008, it did not, yet it did this year. Then it tried to touch it again, but didn't. So, in the technical analysis, there is this notion, either it goes, so if it's a flag, or if it's like a pendant, it's a figure on the charts, then something big is going to happen. And when I say big, it might not necessarily be something good. It could be even bad, but it will symbolize the transition from one system into another. And when I say system, I mean economic system, health system, and no other areas of human life. And I would like to use Jim Rohn's words here. I listened to one of his speeches. He said, there will be always political, economic, social winds blowing. And when you are at sea and you're using a sailboat, those winds can rock your boat and even turn it over. But if the person at the helm sets the sails right, then they will get to the right place on time. So the philosophy, the personal philosophy, is the crucial point in the personal development of everyone. And if you're able to manage your personal philosophy and develop the philosophy of success, then that sailboat will not flip over. You will set the sails correctly, and you will reach your final destination. Similarly, in a company, if the company sets their sails correctly, uses the correct milestones or landmarks, then, and if the company, as we are, ready for changes, then those changes can symbolize rapid growth for our company and you, my dear friends. Now, let me go through the news very quickly regarding the blockchain. In July 2020, what we did, we developed crypto wallet for CRU, UNTB, and USDU tokens. It will be accessible both from the back office in mycryptounit.com and for external users through the website walletcryptounit.com, wallet.cryptounit.cc. So other users will be able to open those wallets themselves as well. So it will be accessible to third parties. So it's a wallet any person can have, not necessarily our partners and our clients, our investors, but any person can register, and then they can register in our blockchain and have their wallet. Second, we have completed the development of the adaptive version of the crypto wallet for different devices, desktop version and mobile version. So we're talking about the web and mobile versions. Third, the design of the welcome page of cryptounit.cc approved. It will contain the white paper and the data about the token registration with the Securities Exchange Commission. Moreover, within the next 15 days, we're gonna have, I think, or I believe, quite good news. And next Saturday during our closed meeting, I will be in a position to announce that news. Fourth, screen design for the accrual of profit bonuses in USDU for Findir account implemented. Next slide, please. Fifth, we have configured the blockchain explorer to receive the data from the back offices in real time. Six, design of the internal exchange in the back office completed. Integration with the server inside the back office is ongoing. So the internal exchange was scheduled to be launched by the 15th. And the programmers assured me that everything is being prepared for that. But maybe there will be either we can do it ahead of schedule or a delay of 5 days. So guys, those of you who have released CRU points, you will be able to exchange them without standing in any line, without waiting. And now that you know that the maximum price in the minimum package right now, the lowest costing package, it's 25 cents per CRU point. 7, logo and design of the welcome page of the external exchange approved. Very important, because the crypto exchange will be launched by our partners. So our target is to have it not later than the 15th of September. But again, there might be some delays of maximum 10 days, or it can be 10 days sooner. But within the somewhere around the 15th of September, everything is going to be ready when we will test it, and then we will give you the exact announcement news when it's going to happen. So remember, when Crypto Unit program was launched on the 30th of March, we wanted to launch it. We said that we would like to launch it on the 15th of March until the 5th of April. We said that's for sure. That's when it's going to be launched. And we did it 5 days before the deadline. And it was a very good day, I remember. I hope you do too. It was according to the moon calendar and many other parameters, and we could see what kind of results we achieved over that year and something more. So the 8th, working kernel of the external exchange deployed. More details on the external exchange will be provided by Maria Antoninka at the closed meeting. She's traveling right now, so she couldn't speak today. So I have to deliver her news today. Well, what else I wanted to say about the block exchange, blockchain, crypto exchange, and exchange in general? You know that in many countries, cryptocurrencies, crypto tokens, crypto projects are being legalized in many countries, and it's now, and that regulation comes directly from the central banks. In many countries, you can even pay taxes on it. And finally, in Russia, we received that information last week. They're going to implement. I don't know how they're going to do it, but the fact is that both in Russia and India and in China in the near future, they will have official state-level news published that cryptocurrency is legal. So finally, Russian companies can create tokens and sell those tokens. They can settle accounts, maybe not now. Well, settlement of accounts is not yet permitted, but very soon it will. But since we are a international company and we will have the HQ in the United States, that's where the root grows. So we will be legal in almost, our crypto operations will be legal almost in all states. And if all of a sudden, let's say the economic storm hits us, if it happens, and everything is going towards it because there are enemy forces, world level forces that are very much interested in that storm, and they want to put under the bright forces, and they throw some jabs and hooks at them to have this global collapse. But we'll see what comes of it. And let me tell you right away, if, dear friends, the crisis that is being foreshadowed happens, although many people say the crisis is gonna hit, is the crisis gonna hit, and it does not. And when nobody says anything, it hits. It happened in January, February, March. Nobody expected it, and then all of a sudden all the borders closed, and that's it. So if the crisis hits, then thanks to our very hard work, intensive work, and from the 15th of June until the 15th of August, it will be time enough for you to do what we planned. And we have two main projects that we're managing right now, which is the work on the increase or expansion of our community. This is of pivotal importance. And I will show you our performance results. And the second important project is investment project. It's like a multi-level crowd investing. We offer entrepreneurial opportunities to people who lost their jobs to have an extra income with us, even to have the main source of income and set up their own business. And at the same time, notice, we cannot just offer those opportunities to people, but teach them and equip them with instruments. No other company does it at the moment. And if they do, their plans are really small scale, like really down to earth plans. And when I talk to them, when anyone talks to them, it seems like they just want to, make 1 million, make 2 million, and that's it, and not address global issues that affect lots of people. So if the crisis hits, we will be in the best position for rapid growth. Lots of people, 2-3 billion of people who are now like between the heaven and the earth, they're like suspended. They don't know whether they gonna preserve their work or not, and our company will enable them. Second scenario, if the collapse does not happen, even better. In any case, we're gonna win. So we don't care how the situation develops. What is important for us is that it should have a peaceful resolution, because that's what we want to have, global peace. That's why we cooperate with the Association Generals of the World for Peace, and we're doing our best to support their cause. Now let's move on to the next slide. We're going to discuss two main, very important projects that we are implementing, and I wanted to show you figures so you can see our three logos in central. We're going to have a rebranding, by the way. We are preparing for rebranding, and because we are implementing the new economic evolution of the world, and in this phrase, the world evolution is the main word. Like, people say this is a revolutionary approach. Guys, it's evolutionary approach. And revolution implies destruction before creating something, And I remember that in the Soviet Union, we had this national anthem: we will destroy the old world until its foundation, and then we will build a new world, and those who were nobody will become everybody. So, and you'll see that if you go and see any revolution anywhere in this world, their main task is to destroy everything. Unfortunately, I was affected by 4 revolutions in my life, and I do not wish revolution on anyone. Revolutionary mood, revolutionary intentions. Evolution is what we have to go for. Evolution means improvement. Improvement not of your immediate surrounding, but beyond it. And what we're doing here is evolution of wealth, of riches. So if you take a look in English, it means rich, right? So the evolution of riches, of richness, of wealth, it means financial riches, of course, but unfortunately, over the last 30 years, many films, not all of them, but many films and many mass media show that negative picture of a rich man. If a person is rich, then that person must be a scoundrel, you know. And being poor is very cool. It means that the person is highly spiritual, etc., etc. But then in the 90s, we had a new category of rich people. It's like enlightened millionaires. And I remember I read a book called Enlightened Millionaires, and I quite enjoyed reading it. I don't remember the exact title. It might be A Millionaire in 1 Minute or something, but it was about creating enlightened millionaires. So evolution cannot happen without education and without implementing new technologies. So digital doubles and data mining, and we are co-owners of the Digital Doubles company, they are developing two unique projects. They have a wide range of products that will be useful for everyone. And NEWGAIN is the product thanks to which we can use the current situation today and possibly bad situation tomorrow and use it to our advantage. Even if the economic storm collapse happens, then NEWGAIN will help lots of entrepreneurs save their business and use new communication technologies to interact with their clients. So you can stay home, and from the warehouse that you might be in your garage, goods can be sold worldwide. So this is the unique opportunities that we're setting up here. And then we can connect it to our future marketplace, which will strengthen the sales of any entrepreneur. So let's talk about data mining and digital doubles more in detail. So you can see those figures, quite powerful figures at that. Unfortunately, I cannot see the figures below. For some reason, we have very good figures. Let me open show my desktop, because there are figures below the miners' friends, and those are the figures that I wanted to show you. Let me see if I can scroll it down somehow. Somewhere below, there are figures. It says miners' friends. That's the figures that I wanted to show. Okay, I will read them out. We have them anyways. You see, okay, in the Russian, I can see them already. Yes, thanks. In English, you can see them too, in the bottom, you see? So the figures that Boris gave us, they are different because they are 2 days outdated. Now we have 151,522 active miners, partners who bought that instrument that we call data mining. And overall, 3,800 people bought it. So you see, 50% of the people who bought it are active miners. And with them, we generated 639,000 potential customers. In 12 days, we have 639,000 potential customers. And you would say, why not start throwing our pitch sales at them? Let's try monetize them. But remember the movie called Facebook, the social network, you know, when they had 1 million people or 100,000 people, his friend, comrade in arms, you know, his partner said, let's start making money on advertising. And then they met a very interesting person who said, guys, when you have a 1 billion, that's when you should start thinking about making money off it. Before that, don't even think about it. So if we keep the pace, in 12 days, we generated 639,000 potential customers. I personally also have an account, and I would like to tell you that it's quite interesting how the work is going on, and friends are being added to our network in a quite interesting fashion. So someone might say, and I told it to our said it to our other network marketers that we have this product, join us. And they said, Andre, it doesn't work. This is an obsolete product. But when they then see the big picture, why we're doing it, why is it necessary? Well, it's their funeral, you know. But what we're doing now is we're preparing the grounds for everyone who joins and buys this product. Those people are creating their residual income from the so-called guerrilla marketing. That's the main final ultimate objectives, to create, to implement guerrilla marketing. But after talking to our partners from the digital doubles with Alexander, Dmitry, with the developers, with the IT director, we now plan to be implementing a very interesting project, or let's say activity, which will help us to have digital smart marketing machine. So just process it, okay? Digest it. Digital smart marketing machine. It's not just automated. It should not be just automated and, you know, automatically be adding your friends to your friend list. No, it should be adding people whose interests match yours or your key criteria. And I will tell you about the 4 rules of mining. You might have heard about them from Alexander, but I would like to tell you about my angle. So the first thing that you need to understand is, if you want to obtain results from the products that you purchased or you're about to purchase, then you need to become a magnet for people who are like-minded, who share your values. For example, you might be, let's say, enjoying poetry, and then someone is added to your friend list who enjoys music, and you are not a big fan of music. Then why would you need those people in your friend list? So for you, the main task is to become magnets for people who share or whose interests match yours. So you're attracting those people and you're creating your community. Just let me give you a very interesting, simple example. I wrote to a friend and I told him, have you added any friends? And he said, no. And I tell him, do you have pictures, like some content on your page? He said, no. I said, why don't you do it? So that's what I recommend you. Create some content on your web page, add some pictures, show who you are, you know. So you need to draw a picture of yourself that cannot possibly be erased. You know, when people see you, they will say, yeah, I want to be friends with that person. That's the kind of magnet you need to become. Second, mining needs understanding. And I'd say it, the system of involving of people with similar interests, and we call it mining, it's a process. And here we need to understand. Look, I'll give you an example for you to understand what it is and what I mean. So when I say that it's a process, once I developed a system for attracting people, for meeting people. Before I invite them, you need to meet them, right? Then you have to recruit and train them. But I realized I'm short of people. I needed an army of people coming my way to obtain results. Of course, you need lots of people. So only then you can achieve any kind of results in any business, not necessarily multi-level business, any business. So you need to create a system for people which would make people come your way in big crowds, whether it's an offline store, online store, whether it's network marketing. You need like a huge line of people waiting to meet you. So I created a system based on my experience, how I met people, what kind of stages of meeting people are there, how to make people want to be in your circle. Because either you want to be in that person's circle and you are looking up to that person, you know, and they kind of look down at you and say, okay, you can be my friend. Or you create a situation when that person wants to be in your circle, wants to come to your place, wants to talk to you. wants to be your friend. Now give me a 10 in the chat if you would like to be in the second scenario. If you want people wanting to be in your inner circle, not the other way around. Well, I see most of people want that way. But unfortunately, when people started using this instrument, data mining instrument, they started immediately badgering people like hawks. You know, they share pictures that we have new economic evolution of the world, crypto units, etc. Guys, you need to first show who you are personally. Like I, Andrei Khavratov, from 1999, I told myself, I'm a dreams master or dream maker. In 1999, I said I'm an expert in implementing dreams. That's how I called myself, because I realized how the algorithm of dreaming works. And I realized then when I achieved my dreams, I always used that algorithm, that formula. So third rule of a miner. So the first, become a magnet. Second, understand that it's a process. In the Russian room, we seem to have lost the slides. Oh, we can do it without it. Okay. The second rule is that it's a process. It's a system of meeting people, of building relations. Third, when you made friends, you should make them want to be around you. That's your task. And nobody wants to be sold things to them. They want to buy. So you need to become goods. You need to become a commodity. I, Andrei Khavratov, as a commodity, people want to buy. Create the situation where people want to buy you. So what do I mean by that? They would like to talk to you. They would like to be around you. So everyone should be willing, should be wanting to be around you and talk to you. And again, I reiterate, nobody enjoys when people sell them things. They want to be buying things. And fourth rule, build social relations. You can do it by giving a good advice. You can, a person might have a problem with money, and you can teach them the 8 rules of a private investor. And you can tell them, imagine that you have $1 million. How would you spend that $1 million? So that's how you can help them to understand that the global decentralization of networks that we would like to create in future, in order to be free and independent. And for that, we need to have free information. And using data mining, we will be able in the near future to create YouTube. It will be like a new video hosting and sharing service and audio sharing service. So our task is to make sure that the socially, let's say, information bans and censorship that we have on networks. And I see that lots of owners of the video hosts, they do impose censorship. In the Soviet Union, sometimes they had less censorship than we have right now in Instagram, in YouTube. They violate our user rights. We ensure subscriptions, we ensure views, and yet they try to tell us what we should do and what we shouldn't do. So guys, would you like to have an alternative options to what we have today? Give me a 10 in the chat. Great, thanks. Now, we are preparing quite interesting projects related to data mining and digital doubles, which will help us create a digital smart marketing product and marketing strategy. Nobody did it before. And dear friends, we might not be the first, but we'll make sure that we're gonna be the best and create the best conditions so that people who are added to your friend list would eventually say, wow, I want it. and would forget about all their negative experience from interacting and using other resources, and they would like to stay with us. And this is gonna be the main driver towards our free movement towards independence. Next slide, please. The cost, as you can see, we extended the EIPs on that data mining, and are you still using the old prices? We extended the promotion, but the only caveat is that you can still buy business tariff for 150 units, and you'll get a bonus of 260 CRU points. Whereas EIP, data mining VIP CRU, which costs 500 units, you get 2,600 CRU points from the 1st of August to the 7th of August. And on the 8th of August, that's the prices that you're gonna see there. And you will get only 200 CRU points bonus for a business tariff that costs 250 units. So I repeat, the business tariff that now costs 150 units will eventually cost 250 and will get you fewer CRU points. And from the 1st of September, the price for the basic tariff is going to be 150, family tariff 250, and business tariff 350. So I would like to say to the people who already used that opportunity, now please make sure that as many people as possible in your structure who haven't yet used that opportunity, use it. You know, put it down. Write it down. We had the dedicated slide, although we could go back and see my slide for May. If you have 50,000 friends in all of your social networks, although you can have only in LinkedIn 50,000, but let's assume you have 50,000 in all of your social networks, Facebooks, VK, Instagram, Facebook, then in the next future, when the marketing strategy, smart marketing strategy is up and running, the average income will be from 1 cent to 10 cents per friend that you have in your network. Why? Because we will have guerrilla marketing.
And please calculate 50,000 by 1 cent, 50 USD, 5,000 USD a day. And these are possible income. And in case you have a network of your partnership network, of your partners network, and each one would have 50,000 and they will make this money, then you can get from 0.01 cents to 5 cents, not one, from 1 to 5 cents. And you can do the math. You have 100 partners, each has 50,000 friends, multiply and you will see the result. My question, please put 10 if you'd like to enjoy these opportunities for yourself and share it with others. Or simply write down, yes, I'd like to enjoy these incomes myself and my friends to make the same incomes. And dear friends, please share this opportunity with your friends, with your relatives, with your acquaintances, with all those you know, as the digital intelligence marketing system which is being built. No one, none company has it, and we are the only one who can offer it. And then your friends one day may actually blame you that you failed to share it with them. So to avoid this opportunity that I am in bad financial situation, but you failed to share this with me. Therefore, in another 3-5 days, there will be a landing available and you can share it with your friends for them to study. But simply eye to eye, that guys, I have an incredible topic. And there is this scary story that there is the second wave of the pandemic coming. And actually, we will see the most interesting digital marketing strategy designed under which you can stay at home and make earnings on the internet. Therefore, dear friends, if you are still thinking, please study this in detail and benefit from this opportunity, because as soon as we make up about 100,000 miners, then we won't need them anymore. Our goal up to 100,000. And today, when you see the first results and quite cool results, these are good results because on average, it turns out that from 30 to 40 divided by over 600,000 divided by 1500, it is on average 433 people mined as friends by active miners. But by those who are not active, remember 4 rules of miners and please apply them. Next slide, please. YouGain, dear friends, let's talk about YouGain project. Did you attend today's YouGain school? Put a plus in the chat if you did. And you visited it and you said, yes, I want this tool to be my tool to expand my network, my marketing. Put a plus as well. Great. We have such people. There is one thing I received as a big feedback after this school. So similar applications are free. Why should people pay in our case? It is free. Anyone can download an app and the entrepreneurs, merchants, restaurants, shops, or some home-based entrepreneurs, because today there are a lot of businessmen making their business from home. I remember I ordered something and actually they said that I have a large warehouse at home and we can supply it. And during coronavirus, actually there are online supermarkets, those through the delivery service quite quickly deliver food around the towns and cities. They offer some discounts as well. It's quite normal today, and you don't need to have a warehouse. They buy wholesale and sell as retail. And even by their bicycles, they make this delivery. There are a lot of countries that use bicycles as the main mode of transportation for the delivery of food. Look, YouGain will enable us to get our goal, 50 million users worldwide. But given those events early July, when we learned that 250 world brands and shops went bankrupt, well-known brands, I will not cite their names, you will find this on your own on the internet. And then I said, guys, on the one hand, it's bad. On the other hand, for us, it's good, because quite probably out of these 250 brands, in another 3-4 months, we will have from 25%. So 50 brands we will enroll to our system. So you can order it from home and you will get your delivery. So our goal is to have from 10 to 50 users. And now there will be a school provided to all those willing to work with entrepreneurs. And I will repeat it again. Application is free of charge to register and to benefit from discounts. And a person makes his payment as soon as he sees any benefit. Then he needs to subscribe and pay a subscription fee. Only then he will pay. So actually, he won't pay like in many companies. If you want to work with entrepreneurs, they force you to pay dozens of thousands as a license fee. It's not our case. You are to pay a subscription fee. So first of all, get a training, then a subscription fee, and only then you can work as with the entrepreneurs and merchants, with the work of other users with other users. So we would like to select, first of all, 1,000. We have over 2,500 as potential candidates so far in the list, but to work with other friends you can share promotional code with by saying, would you like to enjoy unique opportunities of this application, and a list of these opportunities attached with some points to be accrued, which later on in the next year will be CIU tokens with a chance to increase in price, as it will be a prepaid point, a point of collaboration between the clients and merchants, which will be surely demanded. Then the first 10 million users registered, they will get very interesting opportunities as bonuses in the form of these points that in another 6 months will be on the exchange. And why our goal is from 10 to 15 million users? Because out of all these users, 20-25%, they are those users who would like to benefit the marketing strategy, the marketing development, and naturally we will propose at the start, at the launch of this business after the 15th of September, some start sales at a special price, and you will save up some money and pay a subscription fee for 1 year ahead. But if you don't want, you can use it without this. And therefore, as soon as YouGain project is launched, first of all, we will get access to a lot of merchants and equip them with an opportunity. Not we will access them, but they will find access to us. Then for entrepreneurs, this application will be either for 2 or 3 months. It will be for free use for them to test it. And in case they dislike it, then they will say, no, guys, I don't need you. If they like, then they will cooperate with us. A contract will be concluded with some responsibilities and roles from our end and the end of merchants. And because the entrepreneurship class is in fiasco, actually it would be the great tool to launch. And guys, these 2 important products which will make us not simply to capitalize, to increase our capital, but to get monthly incomes. A small example: digital doubles, data mining. There is some sales, revenues, volumes, and in the closed meeting we will share this. The income of data mining is split 50-50 between us and our partners, and we will share the report on the sales of these products. And you, in case you visit the closed meeting, so these are the first tangible results of the introduction of this product by a new community, when we as the community influence our incomes. Yes, you will see these figures. Maybe they are not too high as expected by myself, because actually I thought that in the first week we will make 10,000 sales, but we made in 2 weeks a bit less, 2,000, over 2,000. But people sooner or later will understand. Either they will buy it at much more, at a higher price. And the second thing to note, so this helps us to create a new direction or new area, new streams of income for our fund and our CIU program. Next slide, please. Yes, and here, click one more time, please. Our goal, 1 billion new participants for 2020 to 2024. And you know about these goals. And with these 2 products, data mining by Digital Doubles Corporation and then followed up by digital doubles themselves, we at the closed meeting, I will show you how we can reach this number in the number of our registered participants, new users. And accordingly, when we are 1 billion participants of the International Association Generals of the World for Peace, this is another goal of our company by 2024. By that time, I believe we will impact that there is peace in the entire world. Dear friends, as you see, we take tremendous steps and we invested a lot. And one of our areas is gold trading, gold mining, and what happens to gold, to precious stones. You see this evolution, and this actually for our benefit, it increased the value of our investments. And moreover, now we are designing several joint and shared programs for trading in stock markets and cryptocurrency exchanges. And it's not guaranteed, but very closely to the guaranteed stream of income when we apply foreign currency and stock market instruments. And most importantly, this month, on the 15th of August, plus minus 5 days, we will launch internal exchange, dear friends, and we will see in reality the movement of our token and its trend. And quite likely that there will be a collapse, as there are some guys who would like to sell cheap, but there are smart traders who are looking forward to the launch of the internal exchange, and they are ready to buy out, to sell at more expensive price later. And another important thing, security token, STO, we follow our timing. And as we planned the launch of the crypto exchange and launch of STO token, but quite likely it will be even earlier. And I believe that by the time of the closed meeting, I will have the exact data to share with you when we expect the dates of the sales of security tokens, plus minus 5 days, and how to proceed onwards. Therefore, dear friends, everything we'd like to achieve, we can do it. Almost everything. The only thing we need is belief and trust. Believe in what you desire and like to get. Personally, myself, once I received a question, Andrei, do you have any doubts? Yes, I am often doubtful about something. I'd like it to be this way, but it turns out this way, and you are doubtful. But when you start to eradicate the energy of belief, and now I will tell you that in the chat, I will share it in the Russian chat actually, when we activate ourselves, the fears actually disappear and the belief grows more and more, and it becomes like a stone, like a rock, and you may not damage it. And dear friends, please be powerful, believe in yourself, because as Andrew said today, you are our backbone. And I always say that you are our clients and you are our blood of our company, because the body of a person may not live without both blood and backbone. And therefore, our company has the potential of the people's company, because we are composed of people. Everyone who joined has a chance to grow personally, develop personally, and in September there will be contests of speakers among our marathon runners, and we will select new speakers. And I believe that later on we will introduce to you an army of new people, new speakers who will bring their value to our company by delivering their schools, providing their trainings they have. And therefore, I'd like to repeat, please believe in your success, believe in yourselves. And I'd like to repeat and tell you, if you are willing to engage and if you are doing these practices. Here, I'd like to share one story. 2016 Tibet monks. This is a picture from Thailand, if I'm not mistaken. Then in 2016, there in 2016 or 2017, 5,000 children at a huge stadium meditated for the peace in the entire world. And I believe that today there is no third world war or nuclear war, because these children actually meditated the entire day. Show the next picture, please. This is from that place. They actually read their preachers for the peace in the entire world. And therefore, now I'd like to suggest, please, one slide back. If possible, please play the music. Please relax. Take 5 breaths in, deep breath in, out, in, out. Breath in, out. You may close your eyes, palms up, your feet straight, your legs straight on the floor. You can make your feet. Close your eyes, please. And let's imagine that we are all together 1.5 million people of registered users in one place, supported by our mind friends. Then it would be even over 2 million. Imagine that these 2 million are all sitting in one place together, our palms up. Breath in, out. And now repeat the words after myself. I am here and now. I am clarity and consciousness. I am love and prosperity. I am what I am. I call your name and last name. I am successful, prosperous person. I am full of health. I am sound and healthy. I have the potential of longevity. All my organs are full, functional, and healthy. My body heals it up from any diseases. My nerve system is in good state. I am. I call your name and last name. Would like to apologize against all those I may actually offend by chance, purposefully or without intention, with my words, thoughts, or deeds. And repeat this 3 times. I call your name and last name, I apologize in front of all those people I could offend with my words, thoughts, and deeds by accident, or in purpose with my words, thoughts, and deeds. I would like to apologize my highest being, my Lord or my God, the Jesus Christ, Buddha, Allah, and any other goddesses. I ask to apologize for offending you in purpose or by accident and repeat it 3 times. Me, Andrei Havratov, I apologize in front of my highest Lord for offending you in purpose or by accident by my deeds, thoughts, and ideas, and repeat it 3 times. And then you say, me, your name and last name. I actually forgive everyone who could offend me in purpose or by chance with their thoughts, ideas, and deeds. And do it once again. I forgive everyone who can offend me in purpose or by accident with the words, thoughts, and their deeds. But I am grateful to everyone, to the Lord, to all the powers of the universe, my angel of the personal assistance, highest me and being, for helping me to progress along my journey. I am grateful to everyone, to you, Lord, my highest being, my personal agent, all the powers of the universe, all positive powers or light powers of the universe, for helping me to travel along my journey. I'm grateful to my parents, to my brothers and sisters, to my husband and wife, to my children, my friends, my relatives, people I know. I'm grateful to all my partners, my clients in the past, at present, and in future. I'm grateful to you all for being a part of my life and bringing to my life love, pleasure, excitement, and prosperity. And again, call me your name and last name. I am a successful and prosperous person. I eradicate success, prosperity, luck, happiness, love, peace, energy, health. I eradicate and transmit happiness. I give a lot of and great opportunities to the people in the world for them to become financially independent and free people, to be prosperous, wealthy, healthy, live long and happily, to become wealthy, a millionaire or multimillionaire or a billionaire or multi-billionaire. I give this opportunity to them to learn about the business of internet sales, multi-level marketing sales, multi-level sales, crowd investing sales, investments. I share the information and opportunities with the people to benefit from this knowledge and to become rich, wealthy, and prosperous. And all the people who are in search of these opportunities. They come to myself, come to my structure, come to our company through different means, through different tools and instruments, through the tool of data mining and digital doubles. You gain project, internet promotions, social networks, advertising boards, individual meetings from my friends and acquaintances, through some advertisements or booklets, through the game of genius of finance. They do come to myself and are excited to learn the information and sign up to our business, to my structure, to the business of the people in my structure of our company. These people are excited and delightful to pay for all the educational programs and receive unique bonuses. They invest, they learn laws of business, entrepreneurship, and investment, and very quickly they see their financial results and are excited about learning, meeting this company and learning this information. I am growing, developing, and making prosperous. My business is growing, developing, and becoming successful. In August, September, I make this amount of money. My team and active partners in August make this amount of money, to say 10,000, 100,000, 1 million US dollars, or in your local currency. And imagine how you receive this money in your account. You see it in your back office, in your bank accounts. And in September, my incomes are as much, my structure in this number, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, 1 million people. And by the 1st of October, the 6th anniversary of the company, my qualification, my status is president, vice president, top manager, leader manager. And please dream big. Make your brains dream big with no barriers and blocks. Dream big and tell straightforward. I'd like to become president by November 2020 or by December 2020. And everything is changing for my benefit. And I'm excited that myself and my structure with whom I'm progressing is developing and becoming successful and prosperous. And I am excited that people in my structure make money. Every person who comes to my structure, a client or a partner, makes up money, and every month more and more. My structure in 4 years after, by 2024 or by 2021, will make up 1 million, 2 million, 100,000 people. Please name the figure that is in your brain and do not limit yourself. I am pleased and excited to see what is happening in my life. I improved my life tremendously. I drive a car of my dream. I fly the business class air jets, or I fly my own aircraft. I have my own mansion, villa, house, detached house with the specific number of land plot, 1 hectare, 2 hectares, 100 acres. I live at the sea coast or on the shore of the river or in the woods. You decide for yourself. My family and the family of my family, my relatives, have a prosperous life for a long time, and we have implemented the new program, and each person enjoys a unique opportunity for being prosperous, healthy, and happy. I am, I am here and now. And repeat, I am here and now. I am here and now. I am here and now. And imagine that you are barefoot in green grass and your foot like roots go deep into this ground, and repeat it again. I am here and now. I am here and now. I am here and now. And see this picture. Visualize the picture of 1 million, 5 million, 10 million, 1 billion people. Open your eyes, rub your hands this way. The music could be off now. And rub your ears as well, this way, like I'm doing. And please give me the feedback about your state after this meditation. Who managed to see clearly his future success? Someone wrote down calmness. And what about all the other chats, English speaking, Vietnamese? Spanish chat is calm, relaxed, and ready for success. Great. Who's next? Powerful. In Italian chat, we are excited, believe in our future, and we are full of belief in the well-being of the universe that gives us everything we desire. And we are still thinking about an amazing future for everyone else. Maybe other chats, Vietnamese or German. Well, now please pick a pen and a piece of paper and write down what you need to do to make this a reality in your life. First of all, please write down what you would like to see in your life by the 31st of December 2020. What exactly you would like to have in your life. As soon as this is over, please devote some time and write down what exactly you'd like to get in August, September, October, November, and December. Secondly, another important thing, step to follow. This is how you will get it. Write down how you will achieve it. This is a must to do. And thirdly, which 5 actions already starting from this Monday, and I will make them my routine to see these achievements in my life. So these are 3 important steps for you to devote another 15 minutes of your precious time to write this down in detail. Dear friends, I'm done. I'd like to pass over to Harin if he's here, and would like to meet all of you who we are meeting next week. I receive your questions. I will make my video as the responses to your questions. Those questions which could be responded by the support team, then they will be responded. Harin, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Andre, and your wonderful, wonderful meditation and the wonderful updates that you give us. Guys, everyone, please give your thank yous to Andre in the chat, no matter what language you are. And it's absolutely very humbling to see our CEO, trying to be here, available to all of us every month, and update us a lot of things. One thing I want to, some parting words before we go until I see you in the next meeting, which is going to be our closed meeting where we're going to share the updates from the investment department and also some financial updates in our company. Is we always think about what is going to happen tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. Just like what our CEO said, we are manifesting our own future and we are visualizing it since today. One great person in my life, I've always mentioned this, that we are living today and we are moving forward today is because of our yesterday's deeds. And because of my yesterday's deeds, I am having a wonderful, wonderful time right now. So, where is tomorrow, guys? Tomorrow is in our hands today. I do apologize to the translators. I'm going to say some words in my language. Um, Another thing that reminded me is a wonderful, wonderful poet about 3,000 years ago in the Tamil. Tamil is a South Indian language. In the Tamil classic book called Puranaru, it's a poet called Kaniyan Pungundranar. To the translators, I know you won't understand this, but 3,000 years ago, he said this in Tamil, which is Yadum Ure Yavarum Keli. And don't fret, I'm going to tell you what it is in English. He said, I am a world citizen. Every citizen is my own family. He said this 3,000 years back. And the meaning for that is very, very simple. Every single person in the world is my brother and sister. And I want to leave these parting words for you guys. Where there is righteousness in heart, there is beauty in character. Where there is beauty in character, there is harmony in the home. Where there is harmony in the home, there is harmony and order in the nation. Where there is order in the nation, there is peace in the world. So, with that, to every single person, to every single brother and sister I have in this world, and of course to the wonderful CEO, to the wonderful translators, starting with Andrew Hawks, Boris, Dragos, Tatiana, and of course Valentine, and again, not to forget our CEO. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful pleasure to be here. See you again soon. Stay classy, everyone. With that, take care.